here and another tent platform in the bottom of the field.
Okay, so woofers from the woofer website.
Yeah, it's woofusa.org
Okay.
and Workaway.
Okay.
Both of those are really good sites.
Okay.
And usually we have them pick about 200 pounds a week for their stay.
Okay.
And then anything above that, we pay them 85 cents a pound, which is the standard amount that most people pay their pickers.
Okay. Okay. And then 15,000 pounds in a year.
Yes.
And then how many times do you pick?
Oh gosh. Every 3 weeks
Every 3
for
weeks.
4.5 months.
Oh, wow.
It's a really long season up here.
Okay.
I still have pickers in the field today.
Oh, wow.
So
wow.
and I know down,
Yeah.
they're done.
Okay.
But up high, we get a
Get
really long
more.
season.
Okay. And so the property goes across the road that goes
There's an
through to
easement.
a bunch more homes. I see. Okay.
Half the farm is fenced, and then the other half is not fenced yet. It's just hog wire to keep the pigs out.
Okay, so I see a kind of a fence right over there.
That one I think is the neighbor's fence.
Okay, so you're on the right side.
I'm on the
of
right
that
side of
fence.
that, yeah. And on the overview picture that's online, you can see all our coffee trees are all in rows.
Okay.
It's very neat.
Okay.
Wherever you see that it is not neat, that is the border of the property.
I see. Okay. All right. So let's see here.
And there's lots of food. Papaya, that whole thing is lilikoi,
Lilikoi,
lychee, star
lychee,
fruit, banana, a biu.
banana.
I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's really good.
Okay.
Guava, oranges, tons of citrus down here.
Okay.
4 different citruses, but I mean, there's so much you can't even eat them all.
Right. Wow.
And then this is like a specimen garden with all sorts of rare kinds of really beautiful flowers. So, and the path kind of wanders through, it goes all the
Okay.
way back.
Okay. And then what about on this side? Where does the property
The
go?
border of the property is actually right where these coffee trees are, so it's
Okay.
pretty close.
I see. Okay.
And it's fenced on that side. You can't really
Okay.
see
Okay.
it,
So it's
but
fenced.
Yeah.
I see. So, do you guys have pets? You guys
We
have
do.
a
We
dog?
have 2 dogs.
And they stay inside the fence?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The whole, like if you close the front gates, it's totally
Totally
safe.
fenced.
As long as
okay.
your dog is not tiny.
Okay, I see.
Because,
I
you know,
see.
the hog wire has kind of a
Oh,
little
I
bit of
see.
a wider
This
opening.
barbed wire here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. Wonderful. Perfect. Okay. So, can I look
Oh,
through
yeah,
the house
yeah,
and
I'll
then?
show Kids, please stay. Go back to the house, please.
Oh, but Taya weren't there because they were playing with their friends.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, this is the living room. I really just come in here to turn over the rooms, so it's
Okay.
pretty much in the good condition all the time. People
Okay.
usually come, they go for the day, they go do their thing, and they come back at night.
Okay.
So I really don't see people that much.
Okay.
Um,
And how much are you charging a night? Is there a website I can look at?
Airbnb, I
Okay.
have, I think, 75% occupancy rate.
Wow.
I only charge $35 a night, and that's probably
Wow.
why. And I make about $2,500 a month.
Wow.
Yeah, just doing it. I give a really nice, cheap place for people to stay.
Yeah.
They're super happy with it.
Right.
I'm happy with it.
Right.
And it covers almost half the mortgage, so that's
Wow.
nice.
Yeah.
And then that's only doing the 2 rooms. My mom actually rents from us too, and
Okay.
she works down at Annie's.
Okay.
And this is like the master bedroom.
Okay.
So it's kind of a family affair. My sister's actually coming in a month, and that's why we're moving.
Oh, I
We
see.
need 3 units.
I see. I see. I see. Okay.
We need like a very large space.
Wow.
But we like having people come and go. It's pretty fun.
Sure.
I'm just gonna knock to make sure nobody's. I don't think they're here, but
Okay.
this is one room.
Okay.
I do have people here, but they're not here in this moment.
Okay. Let's go in. So, are you taking all the furniture too?
No, I will. I'm willing to leave. I think everything except for 3 pieces that are
Oh,
that I
wow.
really love.
Okay.
But everything else can stay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, if someone wants to use it as an Airbnb, they're gonna need
Right.
everything. And we bought it fully furnished when we
I
came. We
see,
didn't
I
bring
see.
anything,
Okay.
so I'm not super attached to
Oh,
anything.
it's great that you've been farming it though.
Oh yeah,
Um,
we've been doing a really good
You're
job.
gonna
with the
leave
farm.
the label too?
Can if that's something that they want.
Okay.
It's like interesting because the packaging does have our face on it.
Right.
So it would be a
Right,
little,
right,
but I
right.
mean, if that's what they want, that's fine because
Sure.
we're not going to be farming coffee ever again.
Okay.
We'll be doing other crops
Okay. Okay. Okay.
on the other side.
Okay. Oh, nice ceilings.
And the whole house has the dehumidifiers in the closets. They're like a gas type thing that kind of keeps the rooms from getting too humid.
So do you find it getting hot up here? I mean, probably
No.
summertime was a little bit warmer, but
You know, it's pretty much the winds keep it really nice and
yeah,
cool.
it's nice and cool up here. I'm
If
surprised.
anything, like at night, it's a little. I mean, you have to use a blankie, but it's
Yeah.
not cold.
Right.
It's just very moderate. It's really moderate. I mean, we don't need AC. You definitely don't need heat.
Right.
Yeah, and that door goes out too. I mean, there's 3 different doors.
Okay.
It's really kind of a wide open floor plan, which I like. People can have their gatherings and stuff.
Sure.
And people come. Sometimes they'll book both rooms.
Okay. Okay, let me get my slippers out here. And then, let's see.
Oh yeah, and there's cacao. There's air potato. There's just so much food here. I mean, you just drop a seed, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh.
So a lot of dirt over here, huh?
Yeah, this is very deep soil.
Uh-huh. That's nice.
And that's to get to the lilikoi patch and the papaya. There's also peppers down there.
Oh, wow. Look at that really cool papaya. Wow.
And then this is the garage. So this is permitted, but it's permitted as a garage, which it is a garage.
Okay.
Hi. She's doing a video.
Sorry.
So this space is what we're using as a living space.
Okay.
It's not meant to be a living space.
Yeah.
When we moved here, it was a garage.
Okay.
But we decided that we wanted to save up enough money to be able to get the place that we really need for everybody.
Sure.
So we've been using that to just keep saving.
Okay. Awesome.
This is the dry room. So this is the room where you store your coffee, humidity controlled.
So you closed it off so because the garage door's on that side, but typically coming from this side?
Yeah, usually. So that area that we walked through is open.
I
so
see.
you can still get to that door
Right,
from the front.
I see.
Yeah.
But it's not where you could drive your car in like a garage.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
It's more like the garage for the.
Okay.
They used to store the
Coffee.
coffee and also the large machines.
I
So
see.
there's 2 lawnmowers that
Okay.
are here. They're huge.
Okay.
Like there's some equipment that
Okay, that
comes
will
in
come
here.
with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 chippers, a lot of stuff.
Oh wow. Okay.
This is a
This is
grow
our
room
production.
for the baby coffee.
Okay.
This is where we package coffee.
Okay.
This is all the stuff to like package it. This is our label.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
compostable packaging.
Yeah.
We're phasing out all of our not compostable packaging.
Okay.
Because I was able to finally find a good
Awesome.
site that was not going to make it, so I had to raise the price.
Yeah.
Trying to think if there's anything.
So
Oh.
this is a
Yeah, it's just a grow room.
Neat.
So it's where you start. I think he's doing tomatoes right now, but you can start anything. We've started coffee in there.
Very cool.
And then it just has the LED lights, and everything that's pertaining to the farm comes with the farm. This is all stuff for farmers markets also, not taking that
see.
with. So everything that has to do with the actual farm stays. That's an overview of the farm.
So here's the house, and then it goes this way up to here.
All the way up.
Up
yeah.
to here?
So no, there's a road that goes like this, and up to that road is all ours.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. And then where do the woofers stay?
Oh, I will show
see.
you. Yeah, that is out here.
Okay.
That's so in season when you have a lot of extra coffee
Yeah.
and you're storing it in here, you have to make sure that you put the dehumidifier on
So
and
it
close this door
stays
because this is
dry.
sealed. This room is sealed.
And it stays dry.
Yes,
So keep it
you
dry.
want to keep it at that moisture content. Right now, we are actually roasting all of our coffee. So you only do that with parchment. If your coffee's roasted, you don't have to worry about it.
I see.
And then this is a garage door. We're using this
Right.
temporarily, but
This is cool. Hi. Hi, baby. This is cool.
this is outdoor processing as well as like an outdoor
Okay.
kitchen shared
Yeah.
space for woofers.
Yeah.
That's an Estrada dryer. That's a really good dryer that you can use to dry your coffee. Let's say you have an order, you need to get it done. It hasn't dried on the dry deck. This is how you get it done.
Okay.
That's a composting toilet over there. There's
Okay.
an outdoor shower over
Okay.
here
Okay.
that's connected to gray water,
Okay.
but it's still treated water.
Okay.
There's a tent platform there, another tent platform over there.
So you mean when you're taking a shower, it's used water?
No, it's
Or-
water. It's clean water from the same
Okay.
treated water
Yep.
system. But when it goes out, it just waters trees.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not
okay.
connected to like a septic or a
perfect,
cesspool. or
perfect,
anything like that.
perfect, perfect.
It's considered an unpermitted temporary structure.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
also same with the kitchen. So none of this is
Right.
bolted down.
Okay.
This is temporary. It is considered, it's not permitted, and it's really just so that you can use it for now, but it can be easily removed.
Sure.
But we use it, and the Wolfers use it. We
Yeah.
all share it together.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
The big selling point, I think, on this farm over other farms is that we don't have to outsource anything.
Okay.
So you can see we have a roaster, we have a dry mill, we have a pulper. We do the entire process from berry to bag.
Wow.
So we never have to send it anywhere else. And there's not that many farms that have that.
Right.
Unless they're like, Greenwell, which is looking up like that.
Right.
So we cut out a lot of middlemen.
Sure.
So you can make your profit margin is higher.
Right. Very cool. And here's all your tools. And
Yeah, he's roasting right now.
neat.
We just got an order from Island Naturals that we need to fill. And then you can see that there's actually coffee in here. He processed coffee this morning, and there's more guys out there picking today. This coffee here is from 2 days ago. And then that dryer is actually full of coffee. It's got about 300 pounds of coffee in that dryer right now.
Wow.
So this is a good time of the season.
Yeah.
We're busy. But
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
What's cool about this pulper, it's an Estrada pulper, so it's really heavy duty. It's a good pulper. But what's neat is that you don't really have to lift the bags much. So you lift the bag and you can kind of just dump it in without having to manually, like
Sure.
a lot of them are up.
Yep.
Another thing that's really cool is when this drains, it goes down into a sink down there, and
Yeah.
there's actually a pump that pumps the beans up into these, they're like wheelbarrows, but they have a hole in the bottom.
Okay.
So you can drain, you can like let out just as much coffee as you want
I see.
across the dry deck.
I
So it
see.
really eliminates, I mean, even a 60 or 70-year-old person can do this job.
Neat.
It really takes, there's no real heavy lifting.
Okay.
As long as you've got the pickers who are willing to drop the coffee right at the thing, you really can
Bring
do
it
this
up
job
here.
no matter how
Okay.
physically able you are.
Yeah. So when it comes down here, how does it? You pull it out here to dry, or no?
Yeah, so everything, the best way to dry coffee, to get it taste the best, would be to leave it on the dry deck for as long as possible.
Okay.
The only time we ever use the dryer is if it hasn't gotten dry here.
I see.
So if we've left it out and we've just had so much rain that it's not drying, then
Yeah,
this is,
yeah.
and then this is not, like, it doesn't have to be sterile. Remember, all of this gets roasted,
Right.
so
Yeah.
you can walk on it.
Right,
If it gets
right,
rained
right,
on,
right,
it's
right.
okay. You just want it to get
Yeah.
to the right moisture content.
Right.
Um,
How do you gauge that? You have a gauger? for
yes,
the
so
moisture?
that is called a Grain Pro, and you basically take like a little scoopful, and it'll measure the moisture content in the bean. You want it to be below 12%. We usually take it to like 8.
Okay.
That way, by the time we get it to the place, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Because it will really quickly reabsorb moisture.
I see,
So
I
you
see.
want to make sure that you don't want to get there, have hauled 200 pounds of coffee, and then have them tell you, no, sorry, it's a little too moist.
Right. Now, how do you separate pea berry and stuff, or?
You know, this machine does do that, but we don't. What we do is we take the pea berry and we mix it with because we don't get any orders for pea berry. It's so expensive.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it's like $120 a pound.
Okay,
So
okay.
nobody, and that's like standard. So
Okay.
we don't really sell pea berry.
Okay.
So for us, if someone had an order of
It's
it, we
mixed
can
in
separate
with
it
it.
out.
Okay.
But what we do is we mix it with the rejected coffee, and we create a ground, and it's more like, we sell it for a lot cheaper.
Right.
But because it's got the pea berry and it's mixed with a lesser quality, it ends up balancing out, and it's
blend.
actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Some people actually like that better than
Okay.
the regular coffee.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and that way there's no waste.
Sure.
The dry mill produces like the skin, the silver skin comes
Okay.
off. We use that for the composting toilet.
Okay.
And then after 6 months, you're able to use the compost on your trees.
Oh wow.
So there's no waste.
6 months.
Yeah.
So where do you? Is it big enough to hold 6 months of weight?
No, you want to change. Well, it depends.
Yeah,
I mean, if it's
right.
just 2 people, probably.
Right.
If it's, we regularly have sometimes upwards of 4, 5, 6, so 8 people out
in
here.
the composting
It's
toilet.
like every month,
Every month.
which is fine.
Yeah.
You just stay on top of it.
Yeah.
It's my husband usually does that.
So you just go and dump it somewhere. There's a pile.
So what we do is we
There's
store
like a-
them into garbage bins,
Okay.
and then when they're ready, I mean they don't smell at all because you use bokashi, so it's
So you
already
have already
fermenting.
mixed it.
Yeah,
with
it's already doing its process. There's no smell. But what you're doing is you're waiting for it to turn into soil.
Okay.
And you can tell when you lift up the lid. If you
Yeah.
can still see toilet paper,
Right.
it's not ready.
Right,
if you
right,
can't
right,
see
right.
toilet paper and it looks like dirt,
Right.
you're ready.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the other side, there's a mango tree that we've never gotten to produce.
Ah.
There's a lot of volunteer avocados that fall